Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Landric Plays Hand of Fate 2. Last episode we took on the strength card and we pretty much immediately got clubbed into the ground by a big horrible ogre. This left us on like a sliver of life, and then we did okay actually. We managed to sort of scrape our way by for quite a while before eventually starving to death. So what we're going to do today is we are going to jump right back in and try again. So I've kept the deck mostly the same. I've sort of switched out a couple of little bits and pieces here and there. Particularly, I think we finished with a crossbow at the end of the last session, so I've added that to our starting supplies just to see how that plays out. So you're going to arrange the deck. There we go. So here's the strength card. Here's that big old horrible ogre, and
this
we're left for dead.
Century has been, for me, a blessed relief. You have pulled me away from eternity, and in the process, I have lost something fundamental.
So, to recap, we tried to take on this ogre and try and get a special artifact. He has basically smashed our face in with a club and left us for dead, and we have a broken half of his artifact, which means we won't heal when we eat, which is a bit of a problem. So we get 5 food, but we eat it, and then nothing happens. So we are going to have to find a better way of healing. There we go. So until we can kill that ogre and get that, get the other half of that artifact, we are devastatingly cursed. So we are going to struggle our way to town, but first we are going to camp, and we're going to drink a health potion. There we go. And we're basically going to drink all of this in one go, which is going to give us just enough health that I can probably fail a couple of times in combat, or it means, yeah, we'll fail a couple of times in combat without just being dead for good, and it also means that an unlucky card won't just immediately ruin our game, which is always nice. Okay, so let's break camp, and we're going to head for town through a couple of ambushes.
Your artifact is empty now, and will be of little use to you here.
That is an excellent point, yes, so we have to actually explicitly switch out that empty potion bottle, I think, for the crossbow. So we've got some rusty knives, because we didn't bring a weapon with us in our supplies. But we do start with some leather armor, which is quite good at least. So, they are rusty knives, but they are, because they are dual weapons, then they are slightly better against thieves anyway. So even if they're not fantastic, they're at least the appropriate type of weapon. So we'll try and just not get hit at all, that's our goal here. So we're going to try and play it absolutely safe. Oh, there we go, took a little bit of damage. We're getting a couple of ripostes in, which means we're finishing them off nice and quick. Okay, so we got hit once. That's not too bad. Hopefully we'll be able to keep going. And I'll try and actually switch out that artifact as well, which will be, nice. Okay, so we get a tiny bit of fame. We search for supplies, we get some food, which is good, because I'm pretty sure last time we starved to death, which was less than good. So inventory, swap this out for the crossbow. So what does this do? So, excellent, so it's got 5 uses, but it recharges after combat. 35 damage, and it bleeds the first enemy it hits. Bleed causes slow and damage over time. Nice, that's actually really good. Activate it 25 times to unlock the token, so that should be pretty easy to do. That actually seems like a really good artifact, particularly if we want to keep our distance in this run. Okay, so stirring in the mire, so I'm pretty sure this means we have to choose... Yeah, we get to choose which combat encounter we go for. So do we go with the silencer or with the steel? Let's go with the thieves again. I think... So silencers are pretty horrible, but hopefully there'll be less of them than the 5 Empire soldiers. They are quite bouncy and jumpy and hard to hit though, so we'll see how we do. I think perhaps we just we open immediately with... Whoop, there we go, just shoot him in the face. Pow, like that. And then send our barbarian to just go and charge and stun him, and then we'll do a whole bunch of extra damage while he's sitting there stunned. Roll around, stab, 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 up. And oh, we actually missed the one I was aiming for there. But sorry, we've got our crossbow again, so we can pow, finish you off like that. And I'm tempted to just finish you off with the crossbow as well, just to make sure we don't get any closer to you. That's very, very effective, and if that recharges after every combat, that's going to be very nice indeed. You can just sort of hang back and fire at people from a distance. So no damage at all that time, only 2 enemies. So we reach down, we cut the rope holding the spoils. Pretty good.
Within
Let's
games
reroll this one.
within games.
Chuck that one slightly off the table, but no matter. There we go.
Victory. You are learning.
The Dark Thirst. So this is a heavy weapon. Critical strike, extra feeble, so it's very good against corrupted enemies. Yeah, so we'll hang on to that. It does a whole bunch of extra damage compared to our weathered blades. We could, in theory, swap back out for the weathered blades if we come across thieves. But honestly, given how much extra damage this does, even if it is less than ideal against thieves, it's probably still a net positive. Unrest in Iron Peak. I'm pretty sure. So there's something in here that can give us a life increase, but I'm pretty sure there's also something that gives us a curse. Lose 5 gold to gain 6 max life? Yeah, let's do that. And then, so that also gives us 6 base life as well, so we'll hang on to that. Okay, some more thieves, but we get to fight with the bounty hunter. I've forgotten her name. She's just the hunter, no problem. So again, we'll hang back and probably just plink away at them with our crossbow. So 5 gold for 6 life is probably a pretty good trade. It would have been nice to have one of those little artifacts, but again, given that we know it gives us a curse, I think avoiding that's probably for the best. There we go. Check out our hammer. Bound with a great longing for the taste of corruption and blight. So we're not actually against corrupted enemies, but I think still being hit in the face with a... Ooh, did that? Oh, I was going to say, did that double strike? Oh. But I think it was the hunter that actually hit them there, not the crossbow going through 2 of them. Let's see if we can line them up and check. Whoop. Actually, that's not. Let's just get way out of the way. Oh, this is a difficult angle to see from. So A will stay as far away as possible, and B. And B will work our way towards getting that token as well, which is, you know, always nice. Pow! Point blank shot. Nice. So this crossbow is making things pretty easy for us. I did take again a bit of a hit just because it's always difficult trying to talk and fight at the same time. So either I have to sit here and be very quiet, or I just be a bit careless. And being careless is more fun anyway. Hey, so we get some equipment. Unfortunately, neither of these are defensive items, and in fact, they're also, because they're both artifacts, we can't take that and our crossbow as well. So we'll hang on to it. Maybe we'll sell it later. Hey, 20 life as well. That's quite good. Oh yeah, so we get the 6 life, and then we get some equipment as well, which is always very nice. Okay, let's see if we can... This one? No, failure. Damn, so they won't help us. Oh, or do they help us? Oh, maybe we only get 2. Sorry, maybe we only get 1 instead of 2 if we got the success. 50% max life sounds pretty good. 40% gold, 40 gold sounds pretty good. Oh, I see. So it adds... okay, so if it got success, we just add the 2 platinum cards. Adding, because it was a failure, we add them, and a pain card, so we lose half of our food potentially in future. So not ideal. That could royally screw us over depending on when that card shows up. Okay, so we found what's the name? Where is it? That's it, Ariadne. So she's the blacksmith. She'll help us upgrade all of our stuff as we go on through this mission. Let's just continue on our journey. So we have to get, to 60 defense. We've got 8 right now, and that's from the armor we brought with us. But if we give her some of our armor, then the next time we see her, she'll upgrade it. So we rest a little while in town, but now we've got a... oh, great, more ambushes, and this time steel. I don't know if our crossbow will be super effective against them because they've got armor, but it'll probably be okay. And hopefully again there's a little bit of treasure at the end of it, so we'll ideally sort of burn our way through our equipment deck and we'll find even more armor that we can bring with us. And of course, even if we don't manage to make it up to oh, what's the word? Up to 60 defense, we'll still we can still stand a chance of defeating that ogre, and then we'll come back and finish it off another day. There you go. Big swing, pow, and crossbow, and pop, and roll, and crossbow again. And then charge, and then slam, off the bridge you go. Perfect. Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of this crossbow. Okay, so we get a little bit of fame for that as well. We get some food. But that's it, okay. And more stirring in the mire. Okay, so steel, phalanx, so some guys with shields, and frost berserkers. Which do we want to go for? I don't think it really matters. We'll go with the Empire Brigands because... oh, just because, really. I think the berserkers are kind of annoying because they have a sort of multi-attack that I'm always a little bit bad at dodging. Whereas again, the phalanx, hopefully I'll be able to just stand out of reach and plink away at them with this crossbow. And plus there's only 3 of them, which is nice. So, come on, you charge in and do your thing. I'm going to actually slam these guys while they're stunned for a little bit of extra damage. And then roll, and... pow! Back of the head. So yeah, that did slightly less damage, I guess, because they've got a higher defense. Whoop. So, whoop. Take you out with a special attack there. Fire a crossbow at you again. It's really difficult to tell when that's lined up. Now you're stunned, so we can do a little bit of extra damage. It's very difficult to line up that crossbow. Oh. Still, we're sort of burning through the charges nicely, which is going to unlock that token. And I'm curious to see what token that unlocks, whether it gives us... maybe it lets us put it in our equipment deck, so we don't have to start with it, but we can find it later. Or maybe it just upgrades it. We'll find out. It'll be fun. It's the nice thing about this game. No matter how many times you fail a particular adventure, you're still relatively likely to get something good out of it, whether it's unlocking a token, or a card, or a... ooh, do we want Colbjorn to help us with this? We'd still need a 4 to do it. But we get a 5, excellent. So we do get a little bit of extra treasure, and we get a shield, which is really good for us. Well, I say really good for us. It gives us an extra 10 defense, which is particularly good, and particularly important. But it does mean we have to forego our hammer. And I don't think we can... because we've got an actual weapon... oh no, we can go for a neglected sword, and then we can swap this for a... there we go, for a shield like that. So we have a slightly rubbishy weapon, but we have more defense, which means we can defend slightly better. But I think, actually, I'll stick with the Dark Thirst for now. We can give the shield to Adrienne when we get to town, so she'll upgrade it for us. Oh, longer life, please. Hey, and there's our 15% max life card. And then hopefully in the meantime before... 6 gold. If only we had 6 gold, we'd be able to afford a blessing. That's a bit of a shame. But yes, hopefully before we get the shield back, we'll have found a really good sword, which we can then pair with it quite nicely. So, hello blacksmith. Upgrade my shield, please. Upgrade this shield. I'll give that to you. Even with the shield and the armor fully upgraded, I'm not sure it will still reach to 60. Okay, that's Anders the blacksmith, so we're going to sort of just snake our way through here. More swamplands. So Colbjorn is available if we need his help, but luckily we don't. We pass that with flying colours, and we easily find our way in the swamp. We don't get lost, which means we don't waste our food, which is running low a little bit.
If it pleases you, no one will listen.
You say that. So this shrine is revered among the few local peasants for its remarkable healing properties. That sounds very useful. We kneel before the shrine, and we beseech the gods to take pity. And let's re-roll these ones. Let's try asking the gods again, but this time we'll say please. Okay, never mind. We'll ask Kolbjorn to help us out. Oh goodness, really? That is a terrible set of rolls. So we get nothing from the shrine, and it starts to rain. That's a big disappointment.
Next time, bring more food.
No, we're fine. Shut up. Stirring in the mire, hopefully. So okay, so more silencers, or what's the alternative? Berserkers. I think we'll go with the silencers again. And hopefully we'll find a tiny bit of food to help keep us going. Otherwise we'll start starving to death again, and that's always bad. So we still got our big old hammer. Oh, that's right. Kolbjorn isn't here to help us this time because of that dice roll. So we're going to have to be extra careful here. There we go. Can't dodge that. I'm just going to keep shooting you, I think. We'll try and get some hits in between each recharge. So we'll slow and bleed you, and we'll hit this guy with a hammer. Whoop. There we go. Slam, slam, dead. Special attack, pow. Point blank crossbow shot as well, just because. And then while you're sort of slowed and stunned and reeling, we'll hammer you in the face. And I can't see where the other thief is. There we go. So we'll dodge and roll around here, and then we'll whoop, use it there, and then slam, slam, and slam. So I think we're actually going to get the token of this crossbow very, very quickly. Which is nice, it means we can bring something else with us if we decide to later. So we cut the rope holding the spoils. Oh, okay, more dice rolls, of course. Not quite, let's try again. Still not enough, so we don't get anything for it this time. We do get a little bit of fame.
It appears the goblins now have the resources to field their own combatants.
You feel a firm pair of hands grip around your shoulders and yank you into a nearby alley. That's a lot of goblins. The biggest goblin you've ever seen lurks in the shadows. Balancing on top of his top hat is a helm of obvious arcane power. He touches the brim in acknowledgement. I heard you help my father while he was in a bit of a scrape, he gestures behind him, and a smaller goblin steps sheepishly into the light. He gives you a little wave of recognition. Now, what he gave you wasn't his to give. I don't blame him, but I have to ask you to return what he paid, plus a little extra for our inconvenience. No? You feel a sudden lightness in your haversack. The goblins bound out of the alley, whooping and cackling. You pursue your muggers into the courtyard and encounter their backup. As the goblins brandish their weapons, you grab whatever is closest to hand and make your attack. Goblins evade and snare heavy weapons more frequently. You can change equipment. Okay, I guess we go with the neglected sword, which gives us a shield as well. So not exactly what I'd call ideal. That is a lot of goblins to fight, and they are slippery little buggers. And some of them have extremely strange attacks. They're also archers as well, so it is quite good that we've got a shield, though I don't know how much that'll help. But okay, let's just immediately fire into the crowd. So we're going to have to be fairly quick about defeating them this time, because otherwise they're going to get away with all of our stuff. So we'll just sort of wade our way in here, try desperately not to get hit too bad. Oop. Chop, chop, chop. So yeah, this sword isn't fantastic for this. Oop. We want to stop him before he manages to charge up that special attack. Finish him off so we don't have to worry about him again. More special attacks. Pow, there we go. Oop, somebody else is charging up a special attack. Let's put a stop to that right away. Try and get our gold back a few while we're here. Oh, no, because they're going to escape. Uh-oh. Okay, so it looks like they've got away with some of our stuff. I don't know what they'll have stolen. Stab you. And where's the last one? Okay, missed there. Oop, missed again. Sort of hit Colburn that time. Luckily, no friendly fire. But okay, so we probably should have focused the thieving goblins a little bit more. We're going to have to see what they've taken from us. Hopefully it wasn't something super important. Okay, I thought they were going to have stolen our crossbow there. Okay, so we've got the token from that at least. Despite your valiant efforts, the thieves escaped down a portal with the contents of your haversack. You stare sadly at the empty patch of cobblestones for a while and contemplate your loss. I wonder if they stole our food, but we have 0 food. Well, let's continue on anyway, and we'll see where we end up. Or maybe they stole one of our sort of pocketed artifacts that we weren't actually using. Anyway, Anders greets you with a smile. There you are, we were just about to leave, you must be wanting this. So we get our shield that's now doubled in defense. So we'll hang on to that. The smith's workmanship is exemplary. The shield feels stronger than it once was, yet its weight remains unchanged. Could you upgrade... Can you upgrade the shield again? Okay, yeah, might as well do that, right? I don't know whether it'll add 10 or whether it will actually double it, but... Oh, equipment can only be upgraded once. Never mind then. In that case you can upgrade our armor if that's alright. So he examines it, he says he can do something about it. I still don't think that will get us to 60. Oh, it's gone up to 20 of... Oh right, because we just gave him the... But we are now running out of food.
Damage will persist unless you can find a meal to relieve yourself.
Better find a meal then. Maybe the alchemist will help, I'm not sure. That's right, if we mix blue and yellow, we get green, and green is food, I think. So let's try that. So we'll go for a yellow beetle. So I'm pretty sure if we mix all yellow things, we'll get
I'm not
gold.
A vain man. You must appreciate that the game, this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Oh no, not a red beetle as well. Oh, that would have been bad, I think. I'm pretty sure that would have exploded if we'd have picked 3 beetles. So we get 1 food gain card, so we get 5 food. That'll get us through this little level of the dungeon, if you like, as long as we don't get any more encounters that screw us over. Ah, we've been ambushed. Good. Well, not good, but you know. Maybe they'll have some treasure or equipment or food at the end of it, and we'll recoup our losses. We are still doing okay for health. Food is actually probably more of a concern right now. There we go, there's our fancy new shield. Look how happy we look. Hooray! Skies are darkened by your enemy's volleys. Fight in the shade of this personal wooden bulwark. Oh. Okay. Pop! And Colborne, you just charge straight into them. We'll try and do some damage to you before you get off all your special attacks. Go up, like that. We'll try and just keep stabbing and dodging and rolling and stabbing some more. There we go. There goes another one. And then we'll just cut our way through this guy. Ah, I thought I parried that. Drag. Oop, out of the way of the fire. And take him out from a distance. There we go. Getting slightly better at aiming those, but it is still quite fiddly. I'm pretty sure the mouse sort of snaps to one side of the screen when you cast it. Okay, so a little bit more fame, a little bit more food, which is very good. Hey, more food, and then hopefully we don't get that pain card that cuts it in half. We'll explore a little bit more, because the more treasure we find, the better shape we're going to be in. So ideally we want to... Ooh, a captain. Or the 5 of steel, so I guess we go for the captain. Oh, captain and the 5 of steel. Or a shaman and berserkers. Oh, okay, that's slightly nastier. I think we go for the empire again. Do I want to... Yes. Switch to our... Ah, it was our what's it called? Hammer that they stole from us. I think we stick with the sword then, because that means we can carry on using the shield. Wait, and they stole our... Oh no. Oh, I thought they'd stolen our armour as well. I panicked, but no, we gave it to the blacksmith, didn't we? Of course we did. Do I want to take the Cry of Victory instead of the crossbow? No, I think we'll carry on with the crossbow. We don't need to keep using it just for the tokens, but it is turning out to be quite a useful tool in our toolbox. How much health have we got left at the minute? Because it's not a huge amount. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it's terrifying and scary and rainy. Yeah, only 34, which is, you know, still more than we started with, but we're going to have to be a bit careful about how we get through this. Try and deal as much damage while they're stunned to sort of maximise that extra damage, and then we'll try and focus on them all the time, just to what was I saying? Just to mean they're out of the fight and we've got less to worry about dodging and blocking, you know, like that. That was not ideal. So what are we down to now? 21. Ugh. Oh, and again. If you could just stop that, that'd be great. So unfortunately him we can't damage until we've smashed all of his armour. And you can't block those. Okay. Oh, and now we're on 2 health. Okay, this has suddenly gone from bad to worse. Let's... Oh, aha! Not getting me again that time. So we'll try and use this opportunity while he's stunned to... there we go. Do a little bit of extra damage. Oh! And we rolled straight into his sword. Blood stains the ground beneath your corpse. Okay. So, not super... So, we're only 27 minutes in.
Fallen once more.
Alright, alright.
Fortunately, this is but the lesser game, and we can try again.
Let's try again then. We've got time. We'll give it one more shot. Practicing your aim with your crossbow, we've unlocked the Loan Shark card. Hooray!
Think. Do not continue to fail me. I have need of your greatest efforts.
I'm not going to continue to fail. Right, we're going to jump straight back into this. We'll swap over our supplies, because the crossbow is good, but... do I want to go for... Chieftain's Axe sounds pretty good, actually. I don't know what the Ring of Preparation does. Let's grab that and just see what happens. We could get the supplies or the extra life, but I think we'll stick with this. Do we want to put... where is it? The Loan Shark in our deck. Perhaps we give it a go just to see what happens. Payment due. Alright, we'll switch that out because we've seen it now, and we'll just take this. I suspect this is going to be a case of get some gold now, pay some back later. But, you know, at least we'll reveal it, we'll know what it is for later, so we can, if we need it next time, we can actually specifically build our deck around it. And do we want to change any of our equipment? So we got the... yeah, the Bastion of Purification would actually be a better shield. So the problem is I kind of only want one of each item. We still have the same chance of getting it though. But obviously, once we've upgraded something, we don't necessarily want to get an exact copy of it, because otherwise then we have to make the choice between do we upgrade this or yeah, whatever. So I don't think we'll take the Dark Thirst. Do we want to take Haritha's Ire? It is a big old hammer, but of course we need that fame to wield it. Equally, we could take the Humble Hammer, which requires a lack of fame. Let's take the Dead Man's Hand, just because that's usually quite fun. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else we particularly want. Or anything that will... Elusive Charm. Let's take that, actually, instead. And in fact, let's remove the shield, and we'll try and aim for the Bastion of Purification to get that really, really heavy thing. And what do? Stunted Healing, Gambler's Duel. Oh, score +2 on dice. Oh, nice. I think we'll take that then. Oh, the Ring of Food might be good as well. And Thieves' Folly. Does that stop people stealing from me? So maybe we'll pair that with the goblin card later on. So we'll take that, and we'll take the ring of food. And I think we'll just make a start with that. Alright, so this could turn out to be quite a long video. It's possible I will put a cut in here just to see, but you know, we've made it this far. Let's see if we can keep on going.
How many people do you meet who bend rather than rise? Without strength, what is purity?
That's kind of strange and deep coming from you. But yes, blah blah blah, cursed, blah blah blah, lost health. Let's see if we can go get that thing back. More swamps. Let's see if we waste our food immediately. Oh, we'll try rerolling these ones, and if not, Kolbjorn can step in and help us out. Luckily, didn't need him. Okay, so we just turn back. So we lose essentially a food for exploring, but we want to make sure we explore everything just so that we can get as much treasure as we possibly can get. You know, for a change, let's fight the raiders. We'll see what they can do against us. Did we start with a sword this time? I don't think we did we? So perhaps I should have swapped it out for the axe. Yeah, because we've got the daggers, which is not ideal. Oh well.
Our time has come, so be it.
Get Kolbjorn to go in and do a little bit of charge so he can... There we go. Do lots of extra damage. We'll take one of them out straight away, and then we only have to worry about these two. Oh, I also didn't use our health potion, did I? So we're sort of playing with fire a little bit here. Whoop, it's okay. Luckily we dodged that one. Oh, okay, there we go. Straight away, another death.
Every failure in combat can be balanced by success on the table.
Okay, well, I think that is probably a sign that perhaps we should wrap it up here after all. I think maybe next time we'll go for a different card just to try something different, and then we'll go back to it later on. But yes, thanks very much for watching. It's a shame that it was a bit of a disappointment, that last little run, but well, that's sometimes the way it is. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.